Yeah guys, today I'm going to show you this Poolmate DEENO H3S pool robot vacuum cleaner. It's a very advanced, powerful system with a large battery. It comes with a free app, and so we can use advanced cleaning pattern down at the floor. We have separate programs also for the walls. In total we have 4 different cleaning modes. And it has a filtration capacity of up to 6,000 gallons per hour. Comes with a lot of safety built in. We have also dual inlet, so we have pretty much everything what you can expect from a really advanced pool cleaning system. Comes really nicely protected here, and it comes also fully assembled, so we have it here already, so you don't have to waste a lot of time. Just charge it, connect it to the app, and then you're ready to go. You get this large power supply for the charge, which charges the whole system in only 4 hours. And then we have a whopping 300 minutes of runtime. We get also this hook for easy retrieval. We get also quick starting guide, and with the QR code you can get the full instructions. Of course we can use it alone as a standalone cleaner for the pool, but we can also use it in combination, for example with a pool cleaner like this one here. That's a really nice one, but the big problem is it has some big time limitations. It does a really great job on cleaning the bottom of the pool, but for everything else it's a complete fail. Doesn't clean the stairs, doesn't clean the walls, doesn't clean the bench in the back, because it doesn't have the intelligence which is needed to do that. And so without that it always gets stuck, or we don't have enough suction at the wall. Of course we could increase the suction power, but then we could damage such a vacuum cleaner. I have tried it over and over to use this for everything, but didn't work, so I'm spending a lot of time to clean the stairs, walls, bench. And so I figured out this could be the perfect enhancement for this Zodiac vacuum cleaner. And so I have it here a little bit closer, so we can see everything in detail. Watch how this looks underneath. What's really important, and that's the reason why I wanted to have this thing here. Watch these cleaning brushes or cleaning flaps here. They are extending everything, like extending the wheels, extending this caterpillar. And so we can see that these brushes here are nicely cleaning the floor, the side walls, everything. That's exactly what I wanted. We don't want to have them too far standing out, just a little bit, so that they are nicely touching, brushing, cleaning walls, floor, everything. And down here we can see the dual inlet system. So this makes sure that it collects all the dirt, and then the dirt is collected here inside. And so we have this easy to use large basket. We can just open it and pull it out. And so you can see all the dirt is then collected here. One compartment for each inlet, because this is usually the driving location, forward location. So this will collect more dirt. So that's the larger container. It's also very easy to open, and then we can clean that and close it again. And so we can see how it looks inside. Very well built, very well organized. Yeah, makes a really solid impression. Easy to close. And of course at the beginning we want to give it a full charge. So we align this here on the side, and then we get the red light, and after it's fully charged we get the green light. And so while it's charging we can download and install the Poolmate bot app. And so here we have to choose the right vacuum cleaner. Easy to choose. We can see the name here. That's the 3S. We have to give some authorizations. Let's go and connect. And it has already found it. Of course I have to blur the serial number here. Click on connection. And so it's connected and it's charging. What's really important to know is here that the signal, like the Bluetooth signal, cannot really penetrate deep into the water. That's not a limitation of this vacuum robot. That's exactly the same thing with all the pool robot cleaners. And so we have to complete the setup before we put it into the water. So we have different settings. We can, for example, activate an eco mode, which extends the battery life by 50%. We have some presets here, for example, for delayed cleaning. And here we can choose between the regular mode, the floor mode, and the wall mode. In the Me section we can find some tutorial videos. So let's see if we can do a firmware upgrade. I think that's a perfect moment while we are charging it. Took only about 1 or 2 minutes, and so we have already a successful update. Definitely recommended. Let's see if we can connect again after the firmware upgrade. Yeah, and it's already here again. Didn't have to change anything. Very important to turn on the robot before you put it into the water. And so I put it here, so no matter what happens, I can still retrieve it again. So let's see if it starts automatically. But of course, you have already been working with it. You can just let it float outside, then it will sink down to the floor, and after that starts working. So I put it down here, and so it starts automatically. I can already hear it. Yeah, we can see how nicely this thing is scrubbing, cleaning, and so it's going to the side, even cleaning the stairs here. And the good thing, it has some really great maneuverability capabilities, can easily move almost everywhere. And so it looks like it has stopped over there, probably run out of power. So let's go and check here. And you can see I have attached this hook here on this normal standard pole. Same thing which I've been using with this mesh here, or I have also another one with this brush. But now I'm using this with this hook. Yeah, I have it here already. Can nicely pull it to the side. Usually I would take it with both hands, but I'm recording now with one hand. Pull it here on top of the stairs. Okay, and so I can grab it. A lot of water here. Now let's bring it back so we can empty and charge it. Okay, let's open it. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt, but of course not too much, but it's still quite a lot, actually much more than I was expecting, because I've been using my other vacuum cleaner before. I think there's not much from the ground because I've been cleaning the ground with my other robot cleaner, but I think these are just insects from the top. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. That's something which I had always to clean manually. So let's check here around the pool. Yeah, and it looks like pretty much all the insects are gone. Usually I had a ton of insects around the pool on the waterline, and all the insects are gone here. So it didn't only brush and clean the ground and the walls, but also removed all the insects from the waterline. Yeah, I'm super happy with this thing. Pretty amazing, even much better than what I expected. And something I also like is that there's pretty much no dirt here inside of the robot vacuum cleaner. Looks pretty clean. So all the dirt, all the insects have been collected into this container here, and nothing went back into the pool or into the robot cleaner. Okay, so let's clean it. Easy to open even with one hand. Can put it like that. And so we have it back now, nice and clean. And so this is my final resume after using it for about 1 week. It has been working really reliable. Has been doing a great job on cleaning, picking up all the stuff which my other vacuum cleaner couldn't pick up. And the very unique thing is that it never got stuck right out of the box. I've tried already so many pool robot vacuum cleaners, and I always had some problems with all of them. They had quite some limitations regarding cleaning area. Either they didn't reach all the areas or they got stuck. No matter if it was a robot vacuum cleaner working with suction on caterpillars or working with diaphragms, which also a lot of people are using, that one had even more problems. So this one was the first robot vacuum cleaner which I could just put into my pool, let it run, never got stuck. They did an awesome job. Of course, because it's not connected to the pool pump and doesn't get the power from the pool pump, we have to recharge, we have to empty the basket. But on the other hand, it's also easier to add, easier to remove when we want to use it for swimming, especially for children. So I think it could be a really awesome thing, either alone or also in a combination with a pool robot, which is just collecting the dirt from the floor and then collecting everything into the normal pool filter. So you can remove all the small stuff, which of course this one cannot remove. This is more for like removing insects and larger stuff like leaves and larger objects from the bottom. Yeah, surprisingly good, surprisingly easy to use. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out, or the one for you if you like. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this robot pool cleaner, and just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.